Hello and welcome to Malta Poets Society, the February edition of 2023, the second one of the year. So Malta Poets Society was instituted by the late Yogi Paulo Bennett. I believe Nikki knows him, right? Am I right, Nikki? You know him? Perfect. We have Nikki here today, one of our guests and one of our participants, also from Malta. So Paulo used to live in Malta. Mother from Mosta, dad from Liverpool, and he lived here. In 2017, he instituted the Malta Poets Society, and because of the current world situation, to speak very diplomatically, from 2020, we started going online. So it's the Malta Poets Society online open mic. And blessings for this, because today we have people from quite a few different countries. Feel free when you introduce yourselves to say where you are from, and where are you based, or whatever it is, to mention countries. So I always would like to pay tribute to Paulo, and today I chose one of his poems. That is always how I would like to pay homage and start. And I'm going to read a poem that Paulo wrote. It was his number 21 on his notebook. It's called Strange Life. So this is the Malta Poets Society, and we start with a poem. Strange Life. I find it strange, me being alive. Wonder what I'm doing and for what I have to strive. There is an aloneness that nothing can ease. There is a freedom from which there is little need to please. To know and to be allows you to see parts of the puzzle called me and you too. So that's Paulo there. Very sadly, Paulo passed on the 15th of January of 2022. And since then, I've been carrying on his legacy here. So whoever knows Paulo, this is continuing his work. Yes, we'll be having links for the description box. If anybody of you would like to send me something, do so. So now I would like to move on to our participants, and let's check who would like to start. So we have poems, and shall we have some more poems? Who would like to go with a poem? And we have Jivka coming in soon. Fantastic. Brilliant. So Unmesh, can you please introduce yourself after unmuting, of course? Let us know from where you are and give us a bit of context for yourself. Thank you so much. Looking forward. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I am Unmesh Mohitkar from India, Pune, and I am a poet. And I have written multiple books. This is one of my books which is released recently. You can find it on Amazon. And I've got an open mic as well. Let's Unmesh Life. It's the same name. So it's every Saturday 9 p.m. India time. That's 10:30 a.m. New York time. So you can please do join. Please come and please do join. So that is about me. I will read few short poems. I normally write short poems, or I like writing short poems. And here we go. Just give me a second. The first one is called Locked Happiness. Access keys to happiness. Access keys to happiness, an illusion. Keys are just to lock happiness out. Keys are just to lock happiness out. So this was the first one, a short one. Then there is one more, a short one. Mellowed down now. Mellowed down now. He only watches the burning fires changing gears, rampaging needlessly. He only watches the burning fires changing gears, rampaging needlessly. And I will close with one more short one, if you allow.
Yes, sure.
It's called Hearts Disengage. Bombs, bullets, they engage in an expensive war. Bombs, bullets, they engage in an expensive war. Loving was easy. Loving was easy, but hearts disengaged. But hearts disengaged. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Unmesh, for sharing. Feel free to share links in the chat. If you like, we can copy them from there. And yeah, we'll be sharing the links later on. Mela,
you.
we have poems, and welcome to Jifka as well. Jifka, would you have a poem to offer? Not now. I'm just putting it in my mind.
No.
That's all right. No
Just want
problem.
to enjoy listening. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Lovely to share. So I shared the poem from Paolo, and then Unmesh with his beautiful 3 short poems. Ivan, would you like to go with a poem?
Yeah, thank you for the possibility to talk. I am from Ukraine and English is not my native, but I'm doing my best to write in English as well. I've got some traditional kind of poems, but today I would like to read kind of white poem, and it is something average between guided meditation and poem.
Wow.
And I read it not very fast, so it will take about 2 or 2.5 minutes. I hope it wouldn't be too much. And I recommend you just to imagine some pictures in your mind if you would like to do that. Each bird is free to fly any destination, following its goals and intentions, being free from borders of paradigmas. Maybe you can change anything, but for sure you can have pleasure. The unspecific wholeness is into my active attention. I am not in a hurry. I am a mellow child, bringing flowerful brightness to the front of my internal look. My interest is into transformation. I don't hold useless tension. Windy dynamics is my narrative. I am peaceful and thankful. I am not the owner, but the traveler. I am child of universe, and it gives me all that I need. I can differentiate influence of energies. I accept life as passing through temporary forms. Colors, smells, sounds, and other aspects are perceived. I'm in blossom. I'm doing my molecular job.
Thank you so much for sharing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so after some soft and imagery, I'd like to share 3 short haiku. So for viewers or for people who might not know what haiku are, it's a Japanese style of poetry. 3 lines, very, very short poems. And the sort of syllables, they have a special word for it, but it's sort of syllables. They are like 5 in the first and the last, and 7 in the middle one. So it's 5, 7, 5, and that is the long version. Because I heard that, I think it's Om that they call them. They have Om. They have a shorter version of haiku, which is 3, 5, 3. I prefer writing in the 5, 7, 5, and I would like to offer 3 very short, of course, haiku. So the first one is called Windows. They are not related between them, by the way. So the first one is called Windows. Windows. That which is between provides the parameter, sectioning out life. Painters. Focusing on part, attention and direction, doing or seeing. foreigners. Tones alien to ours, invading local soundscape. What are they saying? So that's a little short tree haiku from me. And as things stand at the moment, can I invite our beautiful guest from also Malta, dressed in red, Nicky Gravino, with his musical contribution, and he will give us the context to it.
Hello,
Right?
can you hear me?
We can hear you. I can hear you for sure.
Very well. So I'm Nicky. And about 13 years ago, an author, a French author called Didier Lauterborn. By the way, I am right now in Lithuania, even though I am Maltese, in a beautiful city called Ukmergė, very peaceful and beautiful. So about 13 years ago, Didier Lauterborn, a novelist and writer about French thoughts, the rural culture of southern France and herbalism and these things, and a novelist, he gave me these 12 texts, kind of poems, lyrical texts. And it took me 13 years to actually get to the point where I got them done, because he envisioned that they should become a music album, and instead they became a double album. We are not we are not sure whether to call it a double album or two albums in one, because they have separate names. But something that is interesting in both of them, in this project that we have called Soul, by the way, SOWL, which is a cross section, if you like, apart from the obvious, which it sounds like soul. It is a cross section between the sun rune. Hello, still hearing me?
Yes, but I missed that last interesting word.
Yes. It is a cross section between the sun rune, the runes, yes, which is Sol, and the night bird. So sun and the night bird, which is the owl, of course. So there is continuously this interplay. In fact, both albums are, one of them is Night Vision, and the other one is called Draw Your Life, the yin and the yang, you know. So there is this interplay continuously between the dark and the light, and between the feminine energy and masculine energy. Anyways, and eventually this album, or this double album, was done. I found it very challenging, spiritually speaking, psychologically speaking, and even musically speaking, to complete it, because of my self-importance, I suppose, and my fears. They are very strong lyrics, very deep. And the one I will present today is the title song of the second CD. It is called Draw Your Life. It is a sort of exhortation from an older person to a younger person to find the courage to live, which it contains one of my favorite lines on the whole album, which is, believe in your life beyond the frontiers of the mind. So I'm going to use the lyre, or the lyre. I don't like the word liar, so I use lyre.
Lyre.
For the first 2 minutes, I'm going to play the first 2 minutes of the song here with the lyre and singing. Then I'm going to share screen if we manage, and give you the rest of the song, the rest of the 4 minutes left of the song, as is recorded and mixed in the album. I hope that will not be too much, but
Not at all. Not at all. Is the switchover critically important for continuation or not?
Oh, it is, but not critically. No, you will get the tempo again. Don't worry.
All right, guys. So it's fine. And if it doesn't work, then I'll back it up with my own. All right.
Perfect, mate. Thank you. So this is Draw Your Life.
Is he mute? I cannot hear anything.
Nikki, can you
Yes?
speak again? Okay, we can hear your voice, but not the instrument.
Not the instrument. So sorry
No.
about that. It's a very, very low instrument. I will try to.
Yeah, maybe you can come closer to the mic.
Yes, I'm going to try to do that. But it's okay. If you cannot hear, stop me immediately. We will go for the
Okay.
song as a whole immediately from the album. Okay. Let me try to play a bit harder as well. No.
No, oh my God, I'm really sorry about that, but
It's
it's
not
as
a-
if we're hearing a silent movie.
Yes, it's the noise reduction in the laptop.
Yeah, probably.
It's
probably.
technological and we cannot change it. So let me share the screen so that you can hear the song. All right, we do that.
Oh. Yes, much better like that.
Of course, at least you can hear something, no? It's
Since we're at it, until this is happening, I have heard this track and I want to share with you, Nikki, because you don't even know this, and with everybody else, that for me, the piano notes, wherever they come, I'm not going to give any surprises right now, the piano notes, oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Specific, like single notes at a certain part, like really, really nice.
Thank you. Well, share
Yeah,
screen,
beautiful.
we share
So,
this
Sergey,
one.
are you okay with sharing the screen?
I think
Yep. Okay, it started.
all right. Let's go.
So maybe you want to get it on full screen and we can go. Yep.
Like a baby on the sand, playing with the waves of life. Let the sun shine in your mind. Be pure as a wind of joy. Just take a small pencil and start your own cartoon. Draw your life, and erase the clouds. Like a child in the meadow, mixing the colors of life. Let the smell of grass enter your nose. Touch the flowers with your eyes. Chase an idea and start your own book. Draw your life on the chapters of your soul. Like a teen on a bench, searching for the lips of passion. Welcome a world of sensations. Enjoy the street in motion. Just take your hand and start your personal world. Carve your life on a piece of wood. Forget what you know, let your mind go. It's time to relax and let your mind go. It's time to relax and let your mind go. Just take your feelings and start living your dreams. Believe in your life beyond the frontiers of the mind. On the blackboard of the world, like a rainbow in the sky, put colors in your eyes, make a movie of your life in the space of the night. The pleasure is all mine, like a butterfly in the sky. Bring flowers to your heart, just be the painter of your heart, the sculptor of your joy. Draw your life. Even in the middle of the night, draw your life. Like a child in your mind, draw your life. Even in the middle of the night, draw your life. Like a child in your mind, draw your life. Like a rainbow in the sky, draw your life.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Nikki. Beautiful, beautiful.
That's
Before
great.
I was
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're very welcome. Could I just ask you to share the screen for another moment with the picture,
Yes.
and you come in a little bit closer to your camera so that I can take a screenshot of your face and the album cover. Can you do that?
I see. Sure, I can try. Mela, I need to share screen again, yeah?
Yes.
All right. This is very, very strange for me. All right, let me see.
No problem. Hi, Claire. Nice to meet you. Nice to see that you're here. Beautiful, beautiful. Lovely stuff. You've gotten compliments here from the others in the chat. Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. Mela, all right. So the screenshot is there. Issa, can you come closer to the camera or get the laptop closer to your face so that I see just your face like that, something like that. A little bit less, tiny less.
Yeah. Big
Tiny
head.
bit less coming, just a second. And you cut off your head a little bit. And there you go. And I'm going to say beautiful song as well. Good. Somebody wrote beautiful song in the chat and it's going to come out in the screenshot. Perfect. I'll have a screenshot to send you as a memory. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
sharing now,
Beautiful.
yeah?
All right. So let's see whether we have any other joinees. Hello, Richard. So we have Richard and Claire. Richard, can you hear me? I don't know. We just see an empty screen. At least I see an empty screen there. In the meantime, chats. Mela, Claire has a couple of poems. Fantastic. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Thank you for sharing. Lalo, beautiful comments. Beautiful comments. If you know how to save the chat, do that, Nikki. It's fantastic. Good. Richard can hear me, but I can't hear you. Can you speak and we can hear you maybe? Here we are. No, yes, we'll check. No problem. In the meantime, Mela, we have Claire with a couple of poems. Soon, says Richard. Hopefully he can give us some poems. I don't know if Fabuzzi would like to share anything. Maybe she feels more comfortable at this point. You don't have to, but if you do, let me know. And what I will do at this stage, also for the benefit of maybe people who are not here at the very beginning, is I will read Paulo's poem again, the poem I opened up with. So actually it follows also Draw Your Life, you know, and now Paulo had written Strange Life. I'll just read that again. Paulo always wrote 45-second poems or less, or something like that, maybe up to a minute. So here comes Paulo's poem until Richard logs in and Claire finds her poems, because maybe we can have some more poems going forward before one other musical interlude. Mela, and if anybody else who might not have wanted to share wants to share, please do let me know. So Paulo's poem is this one for the people who missed it. Strange life. I find it strange, me being alive. Wonder what I'm doing and for what I have to strive. There is an aloneness that nothing can ease. There is a freedom from which there is little need to please. To know and to be allows you to see parts of the puzzle called me. And you too. So that was Paulo's poem there. Yeah, so Richard seems to be coming on slowly. Claire, by any chance, have you any poems ready for us? We'd love to hear your poetry.
Hi, can you hear
Hello,
me?
Claire.
Hi.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. I might even put my camera on.
Why not? In the meantime,
Hi.
I just have a wait for you. I have somebody send you her regards. Rita Rivera. I don't know if you remember Rita.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had a chat with her.
Fantastic.
She told me to make sure I tell you that that's to send you her regards.
Cool. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll email her. Okay, so I've got a couple of tanker, which I've done before. So these are just off the top of my head. So I haven't got anything written here to read. So a tanker is a Japanese form of a strict meter. Oh, I'll be one moment. Hang on. So it's a Japanese poem strict meter. And I'm not quite sure. I know it's 7/7 at the end. Here we are. Okay, so this one's called A Tanker Golden Honey. Golden honey drips, stretch from toast to fingertips. Funny pouting lips reach to catch them as they slip, drip down golden to the ground. So that's a tanker golden honey. And this one is a tanker as well, and it's called No Thank You, Not to No Tanker You, Not Today. Okay. You'll just have to wait. A girl can't create all day. She has to take time to find things that reason and rhyme. And today there's no to find things that reason, and today there's no time for rhyme. Sorry, I messed that one up a bit.
Not a problem, dear.
Okay, all right.
No,
And
no,
my
well,
other one is the other one I've got is it spells Sally, Sally, over and over. And Sally, this is a poem I wrote for my friend Sally on her birthday. So I sat up all night and I wrote this poem, and I sat up all night with those watercolor pencils and dipping them in my spit, and I made I drew this out and framed it in a little frame for her, and I ran down the mountain from where I lived. She lived in the valley, and I shouted, "Sally Ellis, I love you." And I ran all the way down the mountain, walked in her house, and she'd been up all night painting a poem on a stick for me.
Wow.
So it spells Sally out, Sally. I think it's 4 or 5 times. Special, always laughing, looking young, smiling after loving, leaving you. Soft as lashes lifting, yet strong as lightning lashes. Yes, she's a lovely lady. Yes, I think I got it right. Got it the right way around. Soft as lashes lifting. Yeah, that's it. Okie dokie.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I was driving. I was
That's all right.
driving
No
on the
problem.
motorway before, so I couldn't.
You
come on.
made it anyway,
I
and
made
you're
it.
very welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
Richard, welcome. Long time no see. How are you? Oops. Sound? No. No. You're speaking, but I can't hear you. Not yet. Not yet. No. Interesting. Interesting. Technology has been really messing around with us these last couple of months, but we're still plodding forward with the Malta Poet Society. So let's ask for more blessings. Richard, we can't hear you. Hopefully we can actually manage to. In the meantime, anyone online at the moment, would anyone like to share anything? Yeah, I was going to ask Richard that, but of course we need to make sure that his sound is okay. Probably he might have something to share with us. My
Can you hear
guess
me?
is, yep, yes, here we are.
Hooray! It actually
Hello.
it would have helped if I'd have taken off the mute button, really, but there you go. The simple things in life, eh? Oof.
Yep.
So,
So, Richard, do you have anything that you would like to share with us? First of all, an update. My God, we haven't seen you in a few months here.
yeah, it's been
How
about,
have you been? How's stuff? How's things going?
things going pretty well at the moment. I went to Bulgaria and did another book on poetry and photography. So I take a different photographer each time I go away. So this was book number 7. Well, it's actually book number 6, but I did a compendium. So if you count that as 7, it's up to you, really. So this one, I took a lady called Darina with me, and she did all the photographs, and I did the poetry. And yeah, the book will be obviously limited edition like the previous ones. This time I don't have a proper publisher. I've got to do it myself. Simply because poetry books, unfortunately, don't sell very well, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. What have I got to tell you? I wrote a song about Paul, about Paolo, as some people call him. I always called him Paul because I'd always known him as Paul.
Yeah,
But,
I always know him as Paulo myself.
yeah. So with Paul, we were going to do the second book. I think you knew at the end of 2021.
Yeah.
That I'd sat with him in December, a month before he passed away, and we decided that he was really up for the idea of doing a second book on poetry.
I do remember him mentioning to me, actually, yes.
Yeah. And we, I found an email and everything, and we actually had a title for that as well. And the title was called "We Rode Horses Across the Aztec Plains."
Wow.
And so I never got to see any poem that he did on that. So I decided to turn it into a song. So if anybody wants me to send them through the song, I'm more than welcome to do so, because I've been doing something on my music side, which is 7 songs in a week. And I've got to do it really, really quickly because I hadn't written a song for about 9 months. And this is a really good way of training yourself to do it. So one of them I thought I would do as a tribute to Paolo, to Paul.
Perfect. Would you like to do that now?
Well, if I play it, it's going to sound rubbish. So it's probably better if anybody wants to give me their email address on the chat or something, or just send it through to me, then I'll send them through the MP3. It's very, very basic because I only give myself 2.5 hours to do each of the tracks. It's
Okay.
just a way of getting back into songwriting after a long time, because I've
Wow.
carried on.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been doing art for many years, so the art's
Yeah.
taken over from the music. But I've
Mhm.
got to do the music because I'm doing some stuff with one of the guys from OMD, or Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, as they used to be known. Back in the 80s and 90s. So I thought, well, if I'm going to be writing with this guy, I've got to get myself up to scratch. So I thought there was nothing better than doing a track about Paulo. Actually, I thought let's do it. So I did that. I've been to Bulgaria and done a book on poetry and photography. So another one of those. So I can probably find one of those. And I've got the Paulo's book here that I did with him a few years ago. And
Yeah.
so I can read a couple of pieces of poetry out from Paulo's book if you want me to.
Fantastic. It would be actually nice. It was going to be one of my appeals, which I will still make. But yeah, please do go ahead. And then I'll just ask for the last round and wrap up. Yeah, go ahead and maybe do something from Paulo if you want, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me when to stop.
As long as it's not number 21, sorry, page, yeah, as long as it's not poem 21, it's fine.
Okay.
Maybe we can have one or two, that's all. Paulos are short and they are always very meaningful.
Okay, I've got one here called Daily Bread. It's a very short one. Daily Bread. Stiff back. Sparrows dance. The soul breaks. Soft rain falls. Another dark night. God bless. I told you it was short.
Yeah, that's Paulo. That's Paulo. It's completely him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give you another one.
Yep.
This one's called My Wasted Life. Wasted time, waiting for a stranger to take me home. Then death comes. I should have gone and done something to make me strong and whole, so that my love may find a home in that perfect hour. People run everywhere, not knowing where they come from and to whence they go. They just run.
Wow. Wow. Lovely.
It's so Paul, isn't it? It's so Paulo.
It's so him. It's so him. Yeah. Maybe we can have one other and we
Yeah, okay.
give him a bit more space. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'll find another short one if you like.
Sure.
Do you know One-Eyed Cat?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, this one's called One-Eyed Cat. One-eyed cat, young and soft, purring like a quality motor car. No home, no pillow to place your feline head. You friendly ball of fur, who shall care? Your refined gentleness in the land of the unfair. I wish you all my love, for I can do little else in the land of the unfair.
It explains a lot about what happened with Ginger close to the end of his stay here on Earth, and his
Okay.
message to me about caring for Ginger. Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Richard. So nice to see you. So beautiful to hear of your projects. I'm definitely up for receiving the song, naturally. You have
Well, if
comments in
anybody
the
else
chat,
wants it,
bravo.
if anybody else wants it, I can either send it to you and you send it to them, or I can send it directly. If they give me their emails, I don't mind. Happy either
Yeah.
way.
Feel free, guys, if you want to put it in the chat, let me know. I mean, just put your name in the chat with your email address, or else I'm going to get it anyway. So, Richard, please do send it to me and people can ask it from me. Would it be okay if I played it on one of these events? Like
no
just
worries.
display? Sorry?
Yeah, no worries at all. That's fine.
Perfect. So that would be good.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, whilst people who wish to receive the MP3 song about Paulo are writing their emails in the chat, I'd like to share why I sent the chat line there. I wish I could copy it. I just don't know how, but I did send the chat line. Where is it? Oh my God, there you go. There's somebody asking for the email. Man, I don't know if how the hell do I copy stuff? Do you guys know how I can copy a chat line I've already sent from a mobile device? My God, I just can't seem to copy it. I just can't seem to copy it. I don't know if anybody can help me by making a copy of the longish one. I just sent it a few chat lines ago. It has some other links. If anybody can help me out, I'd appreciate. So I'd like to inform people and let people know, first of all, very grateful that we are on EventBrite. People are finding us from EventBrite. And they're seeing, and we have new people joining on like every session because of that. So I'm very grateful for that. It is the intention to improve and increase the reach to people, to give more space to people to do these kind of things. So whether it is the tribute, whether it is their own works and whatever. So whoever like wants to give the links of their works that they perform here, please do let me know. Please do send me the links. I can include them also in the description box of the YouTube upload. So every time I record these and I upload them to my YouTube channel. So in the bit of a chat line that I'm trying to find a way to copy, I've included a link for people to whoever wishes. They can offer a donation, a monetary donation. It will go to paying for a Zoom account for myself and getting other equipment and improved like whatever may be necessary. So software and hardware. There is the link to the YouTube channel for people to subscribe, and automatically every month when I upload, they get notified that there is another Malta Poets Society event. I was going to make an appeal for anybody who has Paulo's poems, because I have only about 4 of his. So here we are. Whenever Richard is here, he can actually read a couple of his, but I don't have any more poems of Paulo, and I wish I could like include a new one every time, just always to keep him alive in our thoughts and prayers and paying him tribute. And there is also the link to invite others on my own website, which is normancristina.com, and there's the page there, special page, more-of-me. In that page, you'll find other things that I do, and included in that page is the link for EventBrite to invite other people to join on our next sessions. So one last call for anybody who wishes to do something else before I do my last item and wrap up. Is anybody inspired to do poetry or something, whatever, especially if you haven't up to now? Anybody going?
I would try. I would like to read one more.
Yes, please. Please do, Ivan.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Welcome once again. And here we are. Ivan, here we have. There you go.
Yeah.
So
This poem has a little story. It is about Arizona Love Camp. I haven't ever been there, but I was invited to the group in Facebook. This is a group of people who are making hippie Arizona Love Camp, and I wrote a fast poem about that. So, shake up the pattern, go to Arizona Love Camp, put yourself on a path of self-discovery, antimatter math. Stop for a moment, living in the scenario which is unchosen. Embrace glorious mess that you are. Live without destroying your life. Be fussy, be fluffy. Life's not a frame, life's not a chain. Life is a miracle you can attain. Circling, breath, snorkeling, life juggling, streaming up the momentum, losing the brain is the game of dissolving. Breath again and again and again, observing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. One last call just in case. As you might see, I've changed the angle of the camera, but I'm happy to listen to have somebody share something else if you want. Does anybody know how to save the chat, please? Claire, when we do this recording, will the chat be saved, please? If she can unmute, I'll let her. Yeah.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, hi Claire.
Yeah,
Will the
I'm-
chat be
no,
saved?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so
I'm
when
sorry.
we, that's all right. When we have the recording, isn't there a link to that as well?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah, possibly. I don't know. You're more up on the doing the recordings than me.
Yeah, and the thing is on my thing I can't record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot. Hopefully it will come out.
This should be saved to the cloud.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm hoping that it would save also
The chat.
the chat itself, because there's some important information today and somebody sent us their link here. I'd like to also subscribe myself. And yeah, there is also, I
Just
think, a
put-
poem. So thank you for sharing,
Yeah.
everybody. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, everybody.
Can
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
just say, Norman, that it's a great session this month, and thank you
Thank
to
you so
everybody
much.
for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'd like to leave everybody with a nice taste from my end. So it so happens to have different names. So this song, which I like interpreting, is called either you take your pick what it's called, okay? Black Orpheus by Louis Bonfi. It is also called Mania da Carnaval, and it is also called A Day in the Life of a Fool, which reflects the first notes. That is it. A day in the life of a fool. I don't know why it's called like that, but that's what it's called as well. So here we are. And this is my musical contribution for tonight. Was that audible? Was it okay to hear that?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So it should be fine. And there we go. I hope you heard all that. There might have been some distortion, my guess. I'm not very sure. Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of the reasons why I wish to start, like, you know, upgrading equipment and stuff like that. So back to my last bit of the chair. Here I am. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated, much gratitude. Would anybody like to say anything before we wrap up?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to press recording soon. Please keep in touch, everybody. I'm trying my best to find ways to save the chat. Next event is actually the same exact date, because March and February this year have all the same numbers. So Saturday, 18th March, you're all invited. Please do invite others. And please do let people know about Malta Poet Society. Thank you so much for being here. And whoever is watching from, after the fact, please invite others, use the links in the description box. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to press record here. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Recording, stop recording. There you go.